Jamba is one of my favorite treats, and let me tell you why. So I grew up what I thought was middle class, but maybe looking back, it was like lower middle class. We rented houses and apartments. We kind of moved year to year. My mom and dad did a really good job of not really showing that we were struggling with money. It wasn't until like later on I found out, like maybe in high school or something, where we want to go to like Casey's, which was like a Midwest 7-Eleven kind of, where they had like some hot food there. And my mom would be like, well, I don't get paid till tomorrow. And I like didn't really comprehend that as a kid. Because if I wanted to go to Casey's as a kid, she'd be like, no, we're just going to have biscuits or something for dinner, you know? And then like later on, she'd be like, you know, my payday's Friday, we'll go Friday. And if it was like a Thursday or whatever. But they did a really good job at like not letting us know. Because we would go to the movies and, you know, we would have nice clothes for school. But I appreciated growing up that way so much, because now even when I get a Jamba Juice, I'm like so thankful. So I grew up in the early 2000s. I was in middle school in the early 2000s. 2003 is when I went into high school. And I think around this time, like 2001, I could be getting the dates wrong, but like the Osbournes were on TV. And Ozzy Osbourne made Chipotle really famous. Like he had these big burritos, and it's like something we never saw before. And then when we found out that our closest big city, Rockford, Illinois, which was like 30 minutes from where we lived, had a Chipotle, we're like, oh my God, we can get these big burritos. Back when Chipotle was like really good, you know? Right next to Chipotle was a Jamba, back when it was Jamba Juice. And oh my gosh, if we got to go to Rockford and get a Chipotle and a Jamba Juice, because usually we go to Rockford to go see movies, and my mom did take us to movies a lot. We would go for the matinees. Now our other big city, Freeport, which was a little bit not as built up as Rockford, they had like an older movie theater called the Lindo Movie Theater. It was literally $1 to go see movies and matinees. It was crazy. But the new one was the fancy one in Rockford, the Cinepolis. No, that's the one here. Cineplex. It's one of those. Was it Showcase 16? Showplace 16. I think it's called Showplace 16. I don't know if it's still there. But you could get like $5 matinees, and we'd go. And then when we'd go after, and my mom's like, just going to get Chipotle and Jamba Juice for, you know, dinner or whatever. That's when, oh my God. I feel like that was like my first like emotional tie to food, where I felt so happy, where I was like, oh my gosh, we're getting Jamba. It felt like a splurge. I felt so grateful. And still to this day, like, I feel like I do pretty well for myself. I always explain my financial situation. Like, I think outwardly I can appear rich, and obviously I do well, but I'm not rich. Okay, I'm still working. I'm still hustling, working. You know, we're saving money for vacations when the kids get older, and not now because, you know, they're still so young. So all of that to say, still when I get my Jamba Juice, I feel very grateful. And I do try to put the emphasis of like outings or special occasions on like the little things, like getting ice cream, you know, so she hasn't gotten a Jamba yet, but like she loves Baskin Robbins, so that's like our special thing rather than like getting it all the time. Does that make sense? Is this just like parenting 101? I don't know. But I feel like even now as a 37-year-old who like makes my own money, like I'm so appreciative of getting like a Jamba. I'm like, wow, I just went in on a Friday morning at like 10 a.m. I got blood work for my pregnancy done today, and I just got a Jamba. I'm so lucky. Do you know what I mean? Like this feels like a privilege, and it is a privilege. Like I feel so lucky that I can do that. Also, these are not cheap. I ordered it on Postmates to pick up. It's like $9. Someone was yelling at someone for not putting the shopping cart back. I'm like 2 spaces from a Vons, and someone left their cart in like the first space from the Vons, and then the other guy with like a truck was like, started yelling at him. I thought something was gonna go down. I thought I was gonna have to like call someone. But even, okay, back to this. But even like when we have like Kraft mac and cheese or something like that, again, I try not to give my daughter Kraft mac and cheese if I eat it. Sometimes I just eat it by myself, because I think overall if I'm going to make her mac and cheese, I would like to have like some fresh cheddar or something, you know, just better for her, I'm sure, than that powder. But I think there's just something like the simplicities of life, you know what I mean? Like when we go to our pool, like I want her to know like how special that is and stuff like that. The only thing I'd probably like splurge and like spoil my kids with I'm not gonna lie, I love a VIP Disney. I think we'd be going to Disneyland a lot more. Maybe not though, because Disneyland itself should be like also a privilege, right? We went quite a bit as a kid, just the standard way. But I do love a VIP experience, which is like kind of what we're saving money now for, is doing, okay, the cart is back. Now he took the cart that he got the guy for and pushed it in. Okay, he saw me stare at all that, sorry. So now like I work on like having a little Disney savings account for when, I feel like I have a baby now due in July. I feel like when this baby gets to be like 3, then we can go to different parks. Disneyland is like close to us down the street, but it's still expensive to do VIP. So it's like a yearly thing. I'm getting like whatever. It's basically just so you can like skip the lines. I do love that. But I think everything else, I just really want my kids to just appreciate the small things, getting an ice cream outside of the house, you know, the pool, like all that stuff like that. I just want it to like be known that that's like a special, even classes are so expensive. I remember we had to drop out of like dance class like right before the recitals because like we couldn't afford like the entry fees and the like costumes. So you'll never see me in a dance recital outfit from like as a kid. I did a lot of like dance classes. And I'm talking about like pre-high school. I think I was on like the dance, I was on the dance team in freshman year and like cheerleading my senior year. But like before that, like 5 to like 12, I was taking dance classes, and we would always stop and I would see all the like cute photos on the walls of all the girls wearing their matching dance outfits, and we'd always stop because like we couldn't like afford. And again, I didn't know that till like later, but yeah, we couldn't like afford the outfits. So I think if my daughter she does do dance classes. She's too little not to have recitals. But I think it's just like, again, like just knowing, like reminding them, like, you know, of the little things and being thankful for little things. So I think, like I said, I think even my dad, he got money later on when I was like maybe 11 or 12. Obviously I didn't get any of the money. And also like I never got like a new car. Like my brother got a new car. I never did. It's like going so autobiographical. Like my dad never really like helped me out financially. Like blessing and a curse. It was like annoying because I didn't go to college. He didn't help me, and obviously I had to do a lot of things I'm not proud of to get money as like a young adult, but I did work really hard. It like taught me how to hustle. But then I think, did he want his daughter like hustling the way I did? Like I was literally on the streets. If you know, you know, you know. And when I say the streets, I'm not like, anyways, if you know, you know. I wasn't just like living on the streets, like asking for money. It was like a whole thing, but it's like, I'm not gonna get into all that right now. I'm writing a book, so I think all these memories are like flooding into my brain. But anyways, I don't know. All that to say, am I just saying the obvious? Am I stating the obvious? Obviously, we work hard to give our kids like things we didn't have and to like make them a little more comfortable in life. But also you want to make sure that they like work hard and appreciate things. Like I said, I'm very like appreciative of this. This reminds me of getting Jamba as like a 13-year-old in Rockford, Illinois, and just being so, wow, we're splurging. My mom is the coolest. Like I can't believe we're getting Chipotle and Jamba Juice for dinner. Like, you know, and it's like, it was such a cool experience. And I still like think about that when I have my Jambas. So I love Jamba. It's so good. Not sponsored. All right, guys. Just Trish totes are restocked at justtrish.com. I always get so many compliments. I really do use this as my everyday bag. I'm about to get the eyebrows done. And then I'm going to go sleep. I'm so tired. Pregnancy tired. That last like few weeks is my pelvic bones are crushing. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.